Warriors, sorcerers, and fellow patriots, welcome back to Mo's Kingdom. This is Guardian Mo's back online with another very quick video. So there's been a number of influencers on YouTube who I have to say I've found them quite disappointing, simply because they've had an unflinching support for Nigel Farage and the Reform Party. In particular, Andre Walker. I'm not sure if you've seen his channel. You can check him out. He makes a lot of good points about the political side of things in the UK. He makes a lot of good points. I have to admit, he'd make a great journalist with the way he presents himself on camera. He was an ex-Tory supporter, and now he's defected to the Reform Party. And he made a live video covering his presence at the Birmingham conference, and he had a chat with Nigel Farage, asking him a few questions about his leadership and how he's going to approach solving the country's issues leading up to the general election, and if he gets into power, how he's going to lead this country out of this mess. And I was really unhappy with the way Andre Walker approached Nigel Farage. He was getting all happy, clappy fanboy with him, smiling at him, and not asking a single challenging question to Nigel. What are you going to do with all of these illegal migrants? What are you going to do about mass deportations? How are you going to launch a national inquiry into the RAPE gang scandal, which has to be done, and it's being done by Rupert Lowe of all people. This Reform Party, they're supposed to be a legitimate political party, so they should have the resources and the right financial backing to be able to tackle an issue like that, and to be able to bring justice to the victims. But no, it's not happening, is it? But Andre doesn't ask a single challenging question, and at the end, he gives him a hug, and honestly, not even Nigel Farage finds it quite uncomfortable. He's like, who's this guy coming up to me and asking all these questions and acting all fanboy like as a journalist? Simply inappropriate. And I was so disappointed. I've unsubscribed myself to Andre's channel because I can't stand his fanboy attitude. You're supposed to be bringing a platform to people who want the best for the British people, who have genuine concerns for this country, and Reform and Nigel simply aren't the right people to address these issues. They've sold us out. They've exposed themselves for their true colours. And it's not just Andre Walker's. Even people like June Slater. I've stopped watching content from June Slater because she's just simply like a moth to a flame. She's been burying her head in the sand because she's one of those types who asks us to vote for Reform simply out of desperation. She goes on and on about, Reform are our only choice. There's no other political party to vote for. There's no other party that will support us, the British people, and will stand for the political right-wing spectrum. And there was this viewer on one of my YouTube videos. He commented saying that June Slater's probably sleeping with Nigel Farage at this point. And I'm sure that's probably true in some sense. But yeah, and even Darren Grimes as well. I'm quite disappointed in him. He was on the Reasoned YouTube channel, and he said a lot of good things. He makes a lot of great points about all sorts of things. But even Darren has sold his soul to the devil, sold his soul to Reform, and now he's a member of the political party. And he's probably either being paid or being pressured to support Reform. He talks all about how Reform is the only political party that can bring about real change in this country, but they're not. It's such a shame to see influencers like that turn to the dark side and sell their soul to a political party who will not address the real issues that this country is facing. The only political party that is doing that is UKIP. So, let's focus on the real issues, and the way that Reform have booted out Rupert Lowe, it's really exposed their true colours. And now we're seeing that even within our political right wing, that we're divided as well. We're separating the wheat from the chaff, and that there are people on our side that are still burying their heads in the sand, and they've exposed themselves that they are just out there to support reform out of desperation, and they're putting all their eggs in one basket. But that is just setting a dangerous precedent for this country, for the British people, and we can't have that. We cannot allow that. We have to approach this carefully, because if not, we'll just be supporting another Tory 2.0. We'll just be supporting a uni-party political party. And that is what reform, that is the direction that reform is heading. And so get off of your support for Darren Grimes, June Slater, Andre Walker, because they've sold themselves off. Get behind supporters who will talk about real issues and support UKIP, support Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib. These are, and Andrew Bridgen as well, these genuine figures who talk about real issues. Not all of this hot and cold, lukewarm, 1 foot in, 1 foot out approach with reform, this wishy-washy ideology that they have. It's just not right. This doesn't bring change to the country. And that's all I have to say. Feel free to leave your comment down below. I'd love to see what you guys think, what your opinions are. And I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.